Welcome back, everybody. We've been talking about ways you can improve upon your writing, grow your writing skills, or just work with other like-minded folks who love the written word. And my guest is Katie McDougall, who's one of the founders of the Porch Writers Collective, a wonderful organization that is really helping folks get those writing skills honed and just enjoy the love of writing, which I used to love to write, and still feel someday I have a book in me, with so many people. As you said, I think some of us do feel like there's a book in me somewhere.
Absolutely.
And so you work with people on that sort of thing and poetry writing. And you and I were talking earlier about this because I wanted to know what your opinion was on, can you teach someone to be a poetry writer? Is that just sort of a natural talent that you need to have?
Mm-hmm. You know, that's a great question, and people, their wide variety of opinions. We sort of feel like you can teach the craft of writing. Whether or not you can teach the art of writing, it's a little bit more nebulous. But time spent writing, in community with writing, sharing writing, getting feedback, that can only help to have an audience. Mm-hmm. It can only help to improve one's craft.
Do you all actually have folks to stand up and share their work?
You know, that happens sometimes in our classes, particularly if it's an 8-week class and then it's the very last, we'll do a celebratory class. We also have events. Probably half of our events involve readings that people can sign up for, or it sort of depends upon the event. Yeah. But yes, there are opportunities for people to share, and just certainly within the individual workshop, people, you know, read aloud parts of their whatever they're working on.
That's fantastic. So, well, let's talk. You got a poetry contest coming up. It's open to both teens and adults.
Yes. How
can folks enter that?
Well, the information is again on our website at porchtn.org/events. But the contest is part of the Nashville Reads program. Every year a book is chosen, and theoretically Nashvillians read that book. This year the choice is James McBride's Color of Water. And so for our 3rd year in a row, we're doing a contest. Last year it was essay, the first year it was short story. This year it's poetry. And because that book, the theme has to do with parent and child, the theme of the poetry contest is parent and child.
I love it. I love it. That sounds fantastic. Well, as with any organization, you have to have these fundraisers. You've been around 2 years. You recently had your 2nd annual fundraiser.
We did.
Tell me a little bit about that, because I think we've got some video of that even.
Yeah. You know, it was really special. We held it out at the Green Door Gourmet, and we brought in Rodney Crowell and Mary Carr. Oh, yep. There we are.
Yeah.
And you know, Rodney has long been on the country music scene, and Mary has long been a renowned memoirist and author. But they also are both songwriters, and Rodney is also a memoirist, and they are close friends, and it was really special to see their connection. But the idea with our fundraiser is to have a sort of a Music City literary night. So for 2 years in a row, we've brought in an author and a musician. The first year it was author Tim O'Brien with musician Tim O'Brien. And so this year it was the Mary Carr and Rodney Crowell.
And there you are. Is that Susanna?
That is.
Oh, wow.
That is. Yes.
That is awesome. You guys got a chance to welcome everybody, and
we did, and talk a little bit about what we're up to.
Oh, I love that. Well, you know, when you mentioned songwriters, and with us being in Music City,
right,
there's lots of them. And
yes.
So do you also have songwriting workshops?
You know, we got the advice early on, you live in Nashville, don't do songwriting. There are enough other people doing it. We do for our youth. We have some songwriting workshops, but we have not ventured into that for our adult workshops.
I see. Well, I know you also work with a lot of community outreach partners, like the Oasis Center and so forth. Are you looking for more ways that the organization can help with other
Sure, always. I mean, we have definitely in our short 2 years found that as many collaborations and partnerships, there's so many neat things happening in Nashville, so many creative things, so many ways to help people. And some of our skills are very basic. The art of storytelling. obviously the art of writing. So there are ways that we can partner with organizations that can be fairly unique, and so we're always looking to make more connections.
Absolutely. So I guess we can send folks to the website if they're interested in that as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is porchtn.org, but you also have a youth site specifically.
Yes, and that's plus-side-nashville.org.
Great.
So.
Thank you so much for being here, Katie. It's wonderful learning more about the porch.
Well,
we
thank
really
you.
appreciate it. And
Well,
best
I
of
really
luck to
appreciate
you.
being here. Thank you
When
so
we
much.
come back, we'll have some home buying tips for you, so you want to stick around for that. Stay with us.